Hey guys, what's up? It's Ray here. Welcome back to my channel. Now, it has been a hot minute since I've last uploaded on my channel. I think it's been about almost 2 weeks. And as you guys know, those who follow my art Instagram, I took a trip to Orlando and I went to my very first YouTube convention. And I finally got to meet a bunch of my fellow art YouTubers. I went to Disney World for the first time with all my fellow art YouTubers. And I had so much fun, and it was such a recharging experience, you know? But anyway, right now, here on YouTube, if you were to type in the search bar, throwing a dart at, you would literally get thousands upon thousands of results of people throwing a dart at a map and flying to wherever it lands, or people throwing a dart at a picture and then buying whatever's on the picture. And now here on YouTube, as of today, we have somebody throwing a dart and letting it pick my art supplies. But yeah, basically I'm going to get a dartboard, put all my options of the art supplies. I'm going to throw the dart, and wherever it lands closest to and or on, that's the art supplies I'm gonna use, honey. And now with the world's longest intro out of the way, let's go ahead and begin. Hi. So at this point I got everything set up, we're ready to go. I mean, given yesterday I had tried to set up, but I mean, it didn't work out that well. So I guess I just, oh my god. I knew this was gonna happen. I knew this was gonna freaking happen. Oh my god. So yeah, without further ado, here's our first categories. Category 1, medium. So the very first runner-up that I have for the medium is markers. So we'll place that there. The next medium, and this one's one that I'm gonna really try to try to aim for, even though I've never played darts in my life, is charcoal, of course. Yay, a Ray staple. So that's gonna go up here. And now finally the last one, which I feel like this one's not a surprise to anybody because it's one that I have done many times on my channel. Colored pencil. So here is the current setup. I feel like it's pretty even. I feel like everything's equally spaced out. Now there's 1000% chance that I'm not gonna hit like literally any of these. So whichever one it lands closest to, that'll be the one that I use. And by the way, why am I doing this literally right behind mirrored furniture? Like, this. Should I use my left hand or my right hand? I guess it's because I'm left-handed, my left hand. Okay, sorry, we'll get to it now. 1, 2, 3. Oh. God dang it. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Yes, okay, yes. I was trying to aim towards charcoal because that's one I haven't done in a long time on my channel, and yeah, luckily I was able to hit it. So good job, Ray. So the first medium that we'll be using, which is one I was trying to aim for, is charcoal. Okay, so first things first will be the medium, and the medium that we chose will be charcoal, which is one of my favorite mediums. Like, I haven't done charcoal in such a long time on my channel, so I'm really excited to do charcoal.
Category 2, paper.
So guys, our choices for paper include, you know, just regular everyday paper, like something like this. We got toned gray paper, which, you know, is one that I use often for pretty much anything. And then we have the wild card, which is neon. Even though that doesn't look like it says neon, I can promise you it's neon. So we got neon, we got toned gray paper, and regular paper. So here's where we're currently at. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. I'm so bad at darts. Like, this is amazing. So 1, 2, 3. Oh shoot, that one was really good. I literally hit regular paper like bam. Now, as far as what I consider just like regular drawing paper, I have this sketch pad, which I got on clearance, of course. You know me, I don't pay anything. And this is the Kohinoor regular heavy drawing paper, and this is a total of 115. It's just pure white, and it does have a little bit of a texture, but generally it's really good paper.
Category 3, subject.
So now that I know the style that I'm gonna use, I know the paper that I'm gonna use, the next thing will be like, what am I gonna draw? Is it gonna be something that's alive or something that's not alive, like an inanimate object or something. Okay, for this one, oh, I'm not too sure which one that one's closer to. I'm assuming it's the not alive one, but I don't know. All right, so here's where we currently landed. It looks like, let me see, let me measure. Okay, yeah, it looks like the not alive one is the winner. So I guess I'm gonna draw something that's not alive. All right, so I'm going to draw something that is currently not alive. So I think you guys know what I'm gonna pick. You know, I feel like a lot of us artists here on YouTube, you know, we like to draw one thing specifically. You know what I mean? Like a lot of the illustrators like to draw women, then there's ZHC and he likes to draw Venom. You know, Robin likes to paint landscapes. And then there's me, I like to draw skeletons. Now the reference that I'm gonna be using today is a reference that I took myself when Chloe and I went to the Skeleton Museum in Orlando.
Because it's serrated on the other side. It's meant to go just one.
And that was a lot of fun. So I think I'm just gonna start off with that and then build up from there. Okay, so here's the current state of where we're at. Right now, I just have the bare bones of the drawing. From this point forward, I could either take it into a realistic direction or an illustration direction, so let's see.
Category 4. Style.
And our choices are, of course, my favorite, realism. We got illustration. And then lastly, I put in a wild card, and I'm not even too sure how this would go, but a mix of both. Okay, so here's the current setup. Let me move this one up a little bit more. So here's the current setup, what we got going on. For this one, I don't really have a preference at all which one, so I think I'm gonna like do it blindfold. That way I could just pick wherever and I don't have to aim, you know? So, yeah, here we go. That did not work out. Let me try this hand instead. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Both. Okay, cool, both. Let's do this thing. Let's just work with both. Ba-ba-da-ba. Now that I'm doing two styles, this pretty much changes everything. So basically, I could do one of two things. I could have, one, made an illustration that was realistic, or two, which is the one I'm gonna do, make an illustration and a realism and just combine it in one piece. So I'm adding some picked flowers because that kind of adds to the once was alive but now is dead kind of theme. And plus I think it'll look so cool to have this really creepy imagery right next to like some really pretty bright flowers. Ah, so sick. And here is the 3D element that I added. Did I just say 3D? I meant illustration. I'm rusty. I haven't done this in a long time, so I'm like, cool. But anyway, here's a 3D element. Oh my god, I just did it again! Oh my gosh! So here is the illustration element that I added. Now, to be quite frank, I'm not too sure exactly how this is gonna work out, so I'm gonna have to be really careful with the charcoal from here down and make sure it does not smear anywhere near the flowers. Know what I'm saying? Now it has been a hot minute since I've done not only a charcoal drawing, not only a realistic drawing, but a speed drawing as well. And whenever you do charcoal drawings, it's honestly just putting down the charcoal, smearing it out, putting down the charcoal, and blending it out. It's very repetitive, but I personally love it, and it's just, I love the depth I can get with charcoal. I love how like dark the colors can get, and it's just, oh, it's one of my top favorite mediums. Okay, so here we go with the finished charcoal portion of the drawing. And I am so happy with how it turned out. I haven't done charcoal in such a long time on my channel, and it feels so good to finally be doing it. Now, this brings us to the next portion. While I was drawing this, I thought like, how cool would it be to add in a second medium for the flowers? You know what I mean? That way I'm just like not pure black all around. That way I can have like the bright, colorful illustration flowers and the charcoal. So yeah, let's go ahead and see what the second medium is gonna be.
Category 5. Second medium.
Okay, so here's the current setup for this one. This one's pretty much the closest to the thumbnail. Like, I have the physical things on the dartboard and I'm gonna throw it at it. So we have like the watercolor, we have the alcohol-based markers, and colored pencils. So yeah, let's see which one we're gonna get. 1, 2, 3. Oh shoot. What just fell? A pencil just fell. Okay, so watercolor it is, and man, that's actually a really good shot. Look at that. It's not on the watercolor. Look at that. Wow. Maybe I'm not so bad after all. Now, between you and me, I mean, I kind of wanted it to be markers, but that's okay. I am up for a challenge. And plus, I have never mixed the medium of watercolor along with charcoal, so I'm kind of curious to see how that's gonna go. And for this, since I'm doing half illustration, half realism, I'm not gonna like go super crazy with adding a lot of details to the flowers because I want to have that harsh contrast of realism right next to like a cartoony kind of drawing, you know? I think that'll look sick. So here's the watercolor, and this, my friends, is Snatched. This is
Sister Snatched.
That's the one thing I like about the Viviva watercolor sheets is just they're just so vibrant, you know? But the true winner of this is the paper towel. I feel like it's a better work of art than the actual artwork itself. Like, look at that, it's so pretty. So yeah, at this point you'd think we'd be done, but no. I have one last thing that I want to add, and that is my wild card. So the wild cards include adding a 3D element to my drawing. The next one will be adding in some neon, just I don't know where, just adding in some kind of neon paint or neon colors, just adding some neon to it. And then lastly, adding some like watercolor or just acrylic, or adding some kind of like paint drips or paint splatters or like some kind of paint element to it. I think that'd be really interesting. Okay, so let's see which one's it gonna be. Okay, so here we go. Random wild card. 1, 2, 3. God, I suck so hard at darts. Like, this is embarrassing at this point. So 1, 2, 3. I don't know. It looks like it's like a perfect in-between between neon and paint drops. Okay, yeah, so paint drops it is. Alright, so let's get this party started. Let's just go ham with the paint drops. Just keep adding water like so, and eventually it'll drop down.
2,000 years later.
Be gentle, steady, steady. Next, I think it'd be really cool to do some like paint splatters all over this. I think that'd look really neat. And just add a little bit more drips here, a little bit more drips there, just to like imply that there's a background to the skull to kind of just like anchor it down. Okay, you guys, so here is the final result, and I am so happy with how this turned out. I think it came out so well. If you guys want to check out more of my artwork, you can see it on my art Instagram. And of course, if you guys want to see more art videos, you guys know what to do. And with that being said, guys, thank you so much again for watching, and I will see you next video.